Hey, what up? Guess what day it is? It's 11/11. Make a wish. Um, these last few days for me have been, or this last like week or so with the whole election has been nutty. Like the energy, like so much old shit has been coming up to retest me again. And it's really been an insanely intense process, or like um relearning process of like temptation energy, and like addiction has come up. Like I had this one night where I was just so, like, my mind was just racing so fast that I couldn't think straight, and just for no, it was like the election really got me going. And like my buddies, he just broke up with his girlfriend, and there's been a lot of stuff happening with my twin flame and stuff too. But yeah, I just broke and smoked like a couple cigarettes, and then I don't know, I felt like I didn't stay true to myself or whatever. And but it really showed me how it's not really, I mean, it felt beneficial at first, but I think it was like a fake benefit. Like, I think that energy inside of me that wants to smoke, kind of like the first cigarette that I smoked, it kind of like, I mean, cigarettes do help you release things, but for me, it's just an addiction. Like, if you can have a pack of cigarettes and not think about cigarettes at all until like the second that you want to smoke one or whatever, then I think it's probably more beneficial for you. But for me, it's like if I have cigarettes or my buddy has a cigarette, like I just think about it a lot, and I let that addiction kind of like control my thoughts. And even though I like block it out and go back to the moment as soon as it comes up, it's too like persistent. But yeah, that night it helped me balance out. But then the next day, I had like I did Dr. Stephen Greer's meditation. I think it's like 27 minutes or something like that, but it ends like halfway through, so like 17 minutes or something like that. But yeah, I did that. That meditation is so good. If you just type in Dr. Stephen Greer guided meditation online, it pops up. There's like a guy with his arms outstretched, and it's like there's like the cosmos in front of him, and you're looking at his like torso and head and neck, and he's facing away from you on the picture. Definitely do that one. That one is like one of the strongest meditations that you can do, just because it takes you to source, and it takes you in a very angelic, in higher dimensional, loving way, into the connected unity consciousness and like the God love consciousness of the universe. And whenever I do that meditation, I always feel like way more grounded and centered, because like you go out into source, and then you do, it's like a CE5 meditation, and you connect with these angels and celestials and ascended masters and extraterrestrial beings, and you invite them all to come back to you, and into your specific time space area. So, and you ask them to hold that space of love for you and raise your frequency and give you those upgrades, like I've been saying, like that helps you with your remote viewing process and stuff. Um, but yeah, I did that, and then I played the guitar. I started playing the guitar. Oh, it's right behind me. I started playing the guitar too, along with my saxophone. I've kind of been slacking on my saxophone recently, but my buddy I'm staying with has a guitar. I've been learn to hammer down on that, which is pretty awesome. I definitely, my last past life, I actually was a musician, and I played the guitar. And I don't know why it's taken me so long to reconnect with it, but it feels so good, especially with an acoustic guitar. And like it's such a good meditation, because your left fingers and your right fingers are going at the same, like strumming on the right side, and selecting the chords with your left, and then you can also sing on top of that. So it really gives your mind like this left right hemisphere connection, and using your throat chakra, which is like both sides, maybe. I mean, just because it's like in the center of your body. I'm not sure what part of your brain is used, but it's such a good meditation. And I did that after meditating, and me and my buddy were on like such a high vibe. And then he like went out to go smoke, and I like it's weird how that always happens to me. It's like God puts that stuff into your life again for you to keep making the choice, and he always gives you the choice, but it's up to you to um, defend what you believe and what you know, like not what God is like offering you or telling you, but like he wants you to make your own choices, and that's a lot of this energy of 1111 that I've been coming into or noticing is like knowing the having the clear sight, the 2020 vision, having the clear sight of knowing for yourself and not having anybody else tell you what is right and what's wrong. But also like connecting with your guides and hearing and deciphering for yourself what is clearly a message that'll help you, and but you ultimately have to make that choice of to take that information and use it to your benefit, you know. Like I've been told like you need to be hiking all the time, like consistently for a long time, and I've kind of just been brushing it off, like I'm doing all my other stuff, like blah blah blah. I don't really need to do everything that pops into my head, you know, which is definitely true. But out of all those things, like hiking, I've been doing these last couple days, and it's been helping so much, and my energy field just feels so much stronger, and I feel so much more grounded and centered. And I like after smoking that cigarette, after playing the guitar, like I said, it like threw me into this like I don't know, it just like I went from such a high to like not being at that same level, and just kind of threw me out of whack, and that was the time. I mean, this has happened before, but this time I really think that it was like, yeah, it was kind of a confirmation that like I don't need them for anything, and I don't even want them anymore because of that. You know, like I played the guitar and I meditated and I felt amazing, and then I smoked a cigarette to try and feel amazing more, but it put me in the opposite direction, you know, because that addiction energy and the mind altering characteristic of nicotine, you know, and yeah. I think other energies with this 1111 vortex are like at least with my twin flame, I'm releasing obsession, and I'm falling in love with myself again, you know, and I think that's a big part of 1111, and because like at least the congruency of stuff that's happening with me right now and him, and on 1111 it's definitely having that clear 2020 vision, seeing that um, the true love is the love of yourself, and then you have that twin flame to amplify that, you know, like you're perfectly okay by yourself, and you can give each other space, even though I know he is my twin flame, you know, I give him space because I love him and I love myself too, you know, and once you can, I mean, once you find out who your twin flame is, it's just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, let's get married right now, you know. But that's not healthy, you know, and you have to see look at yourself in the mirror and like put yourself in their shoes, like if because I was definitely putting a lot of like clingy energy out there and like trying to hurry him up too much, where I just need to like ride it and go with the flow, you know, and that's what I'm saying. It's so healthy to take your own time and have your own space, and be happy and love yourself more than anything, you know, and connect with God. Like God's always there to guide you and help you grow, you know, and that God wants you to be with your twin flame too. But it's not just like, oh, you find out who your twin flame is and there you go, like that's the end of the story. Like you have to, there's a lot of hard work that goes into it, and a lot of things that you have to realize and teach yourself and learn, you know, and be taught. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else has been happening today. Um, Yeah, oh, getting grounded in the mornings, that's been really, really important, and connecting, like really going deep into my root chakra again. And like I made that video a long time ago of like doing the chakra filling, like filling up your chakras, and I've been starting to do that again, and that has been another part of why I've been feeling so much better. And oh, another huge one that came up. I'm not gonna get into exactly what it is, but there I was denying something in my consciousness or in my brain, and fighting against it. And that's another thing this 1111 is bringing up. It's bringing up stuff that is hidden, and for you to accept. You know, like old energies that you might be trying to ignore in your life. And like so this thing, I was perceiving it as wrong in my head. And I just today I switched, or last night and today I kind of switched that I flipped the switch on it. And I was like, maybe the whole reason why I'm getting so like worked up about this one thought process like over and over and over again is because I'm perceiving it as a wrong thing when it's not really a wrong thing. It's just like it's just like societal beliefs and programming, you know, placed on top of this certain aspect of who I am, or you know. And that um, creates just a fake perception in my own head about who I am. And it was like it created a lot of guilt and judgment towards myself. And I realized that it wasn't really a bad thing. And as soon as I realized that, I just felt this weight lift off of me, and it was beautiful. And my twin flame, like me and him, we've been texting today, and it was kind of like a confirmation, like, yeah, dude, that's what you needed to release. So there's some other stuff that is it's still coming up, but I feel so much better. Like I did my whole routine, and having a routine is so important, guys. If you want to grow the most amount you can spiritually, and start like remote viewing and astral projecting and stuff, and just being happy all the time, you know, and being your true self, and peeling away those layers of Maya, or the layers of your ego, and revealing the bright like rainbow god or goddess that you are underneath it, you know. You have to have a routine, and building that routine and building momentum. It's like the concept of inertia, right? I think that's inertia, right? Like uh, the law, or I don't remember which law, Newton's law, that is, but it's like something in motion cannot, or will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. And like if you build momentum in your spiritual, it's still physical, it's still physics, you know, like your energy that you hold. If you build momentum with your energy, and that's all about what having a routine and like making a plan for yourself, you know, and sticking to that does. It creates this incredible light source, this incredible for like light, this power inside of you that you can, it's like a domino effect that you build upon, build upon, build upon, and keep building upon it. And versus like if you break that routine, which I also did recently, and I like got super drunk. Like that was the first time I had gotten drunk in like I don't know, like more than like 6 months or so. But yeah, I got really drunk, and like it just threw me out of whack. I mean, it was good because I was having issues with my throat chakra, and I went to a big party and like got really hammered, and it felt like it broke through some ice that I had in my throat chakra. So that was a good aspect of it, but the next couple days were super rough, you know. And but yeah, doing that routine, like I gotta tell you guys, after like this last year, I've been playing around with so many different things and doing them in the morning, but sticking to what I'm doing now is just like I can feel it. And the doing the hike after like all of my morning stuff is just the cherry on top that like sends it into the next level. You know, it takes it into that angelic god level state of being, you know, and I can feel it all coming together, and like I'm just excited for what the future holds, you know, and I think ET, we're gonna have contact really really soon. At least, I mean, I think contact is really individual based, but I don't know. Like the at least for me, I know I'm having a lot, and I think I might be getting more like face to face stuff happening soon with them. I'm really excited for that, and I think if anybody wants to, they can, you know, and they just have to stay dedicated, you know, like I've been saying. But I think this energy is so strong right now, and like the way that I feel in this 1111 vortex right now, it's just amazing. I can see the different futures unfolding, you know, like the stuff with the elections kind of messed up right now, but if you look at it from a physics standpoint, the energy is so strong right here now. It doesn't matter who's in office. I think Trump will like I think something's going to happen where Trump will something will happen with the votes, and maybe some corruption will be exposed either in either direction or whatever, you know, but I think after that, like, so I think I see so many good technologies coming out, and this world just taking flight, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, guys. We're in it for the ride. Just grab those reins and hold on. But yeah, a lot of really, really good things to come. Let's see. I think I had a couple remote viewings that I wanted to share. Oh yeah, yeah. So I don't know if I show this in another one or in another video, but I had this really, really cool remote viewing where I was listening to some tones, and I was focusing on my spine and holding love with mixed with sound, this listening sound energy in my spine, like right above my hips. So where my like orange chakra is, right on my belly button. And I was getting really deep into that, and I've heard that like Buddhist monks say that you astral project, like some people astral project through their belly button, which makes sense because like that's where you were attached, and you like kind of came into this world, you know, through your mother or whatever. Um, but yeah, I got into this really deep state, and all of a sudden I was on this ship, and it looked more, or it looked like a platform, and like the edge of the ship, it was definitely in a higher dimension, and I don't know. I wouldn't really consider it an astral projection because I didn't like consciously leave my body. It's more of like a remote viewing, but I could feel sensations. I don't know. It's like a subcategory of remote viewing or something. But I was on this spaceship, and I was in this wormhole, and it was all blue. And there's like these blue ETs with like big eyes standing on this platform with me, and it, like I think one of them was like touching some dials, or interacting with the spaceship, and interacting with the display and stuff, and we are going through this wormhole. And then I popped out we popped out, and we were looking at Earth, and I remember seeing South America. We like saw North America, and then we went straight to South America, and it was like boom, boom. You know, like we jumped from North to South America in like an instant. You know, like viewing the top of the Earth almost to viewing the bottom in like half a second. You know, and then we zoomed in, and it was like just south of the border of I don't know. I think they were just showing me like you should probably go here because there's some dope stuff here. Like there's a big ET base here, and you should go eventually. But it was I'll have to look specifically where it was, but it was like right. It was south of Brazil, and I remember there was like these lakes there, and So I remember looking on my maps afterwards, and I found the spot, I think, because ETs, they love congregating around water, and they love like having bases in mountains, because they study that type of thing, and it like water is super interesting to ETs because it's like this liquid crystal that holds this memory, and they say like the same water that is here that we drink today is what the dinosaurs drank. So like if you can think about if water is that sophisticated, which I know it is, and we just don't have the technology to really study it the way that they do. But I'm sure it holds like the Akashic record of everything, and everything on that planet. And they love going into these. This just popped in my head from them. They said it's like a memory bank, and they go into these water tables and these lakes and aquifers, and they especially in these high energy regions, like the San Luis Valley in Colorado, for instance, is like that's like the number one UFO hotspot in North America, and it has this huge aquifer right underneath it. And yeah, there's a lot of ET energy there, and the Sangre de Cristo mountains, they're beautiful and have like a lot of old like Hopi energy, and Mount Blanca. Dr. Stephen Greer talks about how there's vortexes all over Mount Blanca, and it's like in that whole valley there's vortexes everywhere. But yeah, down I want to say Bolivia for some reason. I don't even know where that really is, but if it's just south of Brazil, it was south of Brazil on like the point. So like the south, I think it's more southwest, and then yeah, you go farther south. But yeah, I think that's where it was. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Been having crazy dreams too. Yeah, I don't want to get into those ones right now, but yeah. Yeah, guys, 11/11. New world ahead, manifest it, send the love energy out and amplify it. Love you guys. Peace.